Hey, let's live in universe. It's Xander, and welcome back to WWE 2K23 Universe Mode. Welcome to another edition of Impact Wrestling. Here tonight, Impact coming at you once again, and we are kicking things off with some tag team action. A week removed from Under Siege, because tonight we begin the Lethal Lottery for the Knockouts Tag Team Championships. Trinity coming out first tonight. Trinity has got a big opportunity now. The winners of this matchup, or the winners of this tournament, will get a shot at the Knockouts Tag Team Championships. So, Trinity making her way out first. She teams up tonight. She teams up tonight with Hikaru Shida. Shida, who just put away Jordan Grace last week on Impact. So Hikaru Shida making her way down to the ring. Shida makes her way down to the ring. Shida and Trinity, the first team in Lethal Lottery tonight. 8 teams have been thrown together through the Lethal Lottery random assignment. The next team coming out first, representing the Coven, it's going to be Taylor Wilde making her way to the ring. Taylor Wilde and Kylan King typically make up the Coven, but tonight Taylor Wilde's got to team up with someone else instead. She's been drawn for the Lethal Lottery. Some of the other teams we'll be seeing tonight. Later tonight, we'll be seeing the Ring of Honor Women's Champion, Mickie James, paired up with the Knockouts Champion, Mandy Rose, in action. They will take on Kairi Sane and Killer Kelly in tag team action. Yes, I've heard about Kairi. That's all I will say, as I've heard. So, Taylor Wilde makes her way to the ring. Her partner tonight in Lethal Lottery is going to be Jessica of the Death Dolls. So Jessica, the next person out in this matchup. So, the first round of Lethal Lottery starts now, folks. Like I said, winners get a shot at the Knockouts Tag Team Champions, the beautiful people. Possibly when we next come to you live on pay-per-view, which will be soon. I, off the top of my head, cannot remember, quite honestly. So, Jessica making her way down to the ring. Against all odds, so like 4 weeks is our next pay-per-view. Will we be done with Lethal Lottery by then? Who knows? But Jessica makes her way to the ring. So Trinity and Taylor Wilde starting it off. First round of Lethal Lottery. Here we go. They circle one another. Who's going to throw first punch? Taylor Wilde grabs her. Remember last week, Trinity challenged Mandy Rose for the Knockouts Championship. Ended up coming up short because of beautiful people. I think if she and Shida can get on the same page tonight, Trinity would love to win those Knockouts tag titles to stick it to the beautiful people. Trinity grabs onto Taylor Wilde, sends her off the ropes, ducks under her. Trinity goes for a right hook, countered, and Trinity into a Hurricane Rana. And running Swanton taking down Taylor Wilde. Trinity on into the legs now, firing away on Taylor Wilde. Elbow strike connects. Trinity grabs onto her now, throws her across the ring, into the corner, and massive elbow strike. And hits her with a kick. Trinity taking her down. Trinity over the top. Leg drop across the back of the head. Follows her back into the ring now. Trinity getting Taylor Wilde back up to her feet. And Trinity throws Taylor Wilde off the ropes. And tilt-a-whirl backbreaker connects as well. Getting her back up to her feet now is Trinity. She grabs onto her. She's got Taylor Wilde and Hurricane Rana taking her down. Trinity now Double tag, Shida and Jessica are in. Oh, and Jessica, shoulder block with Shida. Jessica grabs onto her now, and Jessica scoops her up and drops her. Sidewalk slam from Jessica. Here she comes. Whoa, went for a clothesline. Shida swings around into a kick. Hikaru Shida with another kick. Jessica grabs her, though, and Jessica with Shida off the ropes. Shoulder block knocks her back. And now there's a right hook. Shida caught her with a hip toss. And now Shida getting Jessica back up to her feet now. Shida kicks up the knee, kicks her in the ribs, kicks her in the midsection, knocks her into the ropes. And now Jessica knocked back. And another right hook. And down she goes. Shida, leg drop, taking her down. Shida with Jessica down, getting her back up to her feet. Shida now kicks her in the knee. Jessica grabs onto her. Jessica, one of the larger athletes in the knockouts division, hits a massive splash. Has the size advantage over most women here. As Jessica comes off the ropes and senton, taking down Hikaru Shida. Jessica standing over her now. Shida is down. Shida getting back up to her feet. Jessica's got a hold of her, and Jessica headbutt, taking down Hikaru Shida. And now tag is made to Taylor Wilde. Taylor's into the mix now, and Taylor Wilde grabs onto her. Has Shida off the ropes. Ducks under her. And oh, drop toe hold takes her down. And now Taylor Wilde grabs onto her. Punch in the gut from Shida. And now Shida's got her, and Hikaru Shida sends her off the ropes and pops her up to a knee strike. Roundhouse kick. Down she goes. Shida getting her back up to her feet now. Hikaru Shida goes for a kick. Taylor Wilde countered. Now Taylor Wilde with a kick in the knee. Of course, if you want to know the records of all these women, you can see those at ls11universe.com, our new website. I'm going to be plugging in as much as I can for the next week or two. As now, oh, sit-out powerbomb from Shida. Getting her back up to her feet now. And Shida grabs onto Taylor Wilde from behind. Shida taking her towards the corner. Sends her head first into the corner. Tag is made. Trinity is in. Shida and Trinity working together pretty well tonight. As Trinity with a right hook. And Trinity ducks under her, making her feel the glow. Taking her down into a cover. Trinity, 1, 2. No, it's saved by Jessica. And Shida, hang on a minute. Shida. Oh, a drop kick to Jessica. And now Trinity. For a drop kick, countered. Trinity. Hurricane Rana connects. Trinity's got her down now, and Trinity has Taylor Wilde. Trinity's got her down now, getting her back up to her feet here. Trinity grabs onto her, kicked in the ribs by Taylor Wilde. Wilde grabs her, puts her in the corner, and now Taylor Wilde knocked back with an elbow. Trinity grabs onto her. Look at this. Trinity rolling her around the ring. Trinity rolling her through into crucifix, center of the ring. Trinity for the 1, 2, no. Now Shida, right hook to Jessica. Hikaru Shida, Bulldog takes down Jessica again. And Shida goes into the corner. Shida, I think, wants a tag from Trinity. Trinity getting Taylor Wilde back up to her feet. And now Trinity with Wilde off the ropes. Tilt-a-whirl backbreaker connects. Tag made to Hikaru Shida. And now Trinity gets out of the ring. Shida. Here we go. Shida. Oh! One more time. Takes down Jessica. Grabs on to Taylor Wilde and Shida. No! Taylor Wilde got out of the way. Throws her off the ropes. Taylor Wilde ducks under her. Leapfrogs her and drop toe hold to Shida. Taking her down. And now Wilde kicked in the face. Shida taking her down now. And Shida trying to stop Wilde from getting out of the ring. Shida wants her back in. And now Hikaru Shida. Hang on a minute. Shida thought she was going to dive. Taylor Wilde instead hit the deck, thinking it was about to happen as well. Shida telling her, bring it. Hikaru Shida is Taylor Wilde thinking here. She's getting back into the ring. Shida. Oh, a takedown to Taylor Wilde. Shida now grabs onto her, getting her back up to her feet. There goes for a kick. There's a counter. And now kicking the ribs from Shida. Shida planting Taylor Wilde in the mat. Same way she took out Jordan Grace last week. Down goes Jessica. Cover on Taylor Wilde. 1, 2, 3. Hikaru Shida and Trinity are moving on in the Lethal Lottery. A big win there for Shida and Trinity. They are moving on to the second round of Lethal Lottery. They work together pretty well tonight. A big win for these two women tonight here on Impact. Shida and Trinity, like I said, heading on to the second round of Lethal Lottery. We got more coming up on Impact right now. The return of Eric Young comes in our main event later tonight. So now you're the digital media champion and you've joined the main event mafia when I gave you the opportunity to become part of the Embassy of Aaron. Slapnuts, you got about 3 seconds before I beat this guitar over your head again. I'm just saying to watch your back, Jarrett, because the Embassy of Aaron has a new secret weapon. Something that can even defeat the main event mafia. We got some more singles action coming up next, folks, as here comes the most professional wrestler. Here comes Brian Myers to the ring. Brian Myers making his way to the ring here on Impact tonight. Myers looking for a victory. He doesn't get those very often. But Brian Myers nonetheless making his way down to the ring. I'm going to get a win tonight. So, the most professional wrestler making his way down to the ring. He's going one-on-one with the man who won one of the many hardcore matches last week at Under Siege. So, Brian Myers makes his way down to the ring. Here comes Eddie Edwards. Eddie Edwards making his way down to the ring. He got the victory over Sami Callihan last week at Under Siege. And now tonight, he looks to get another victory. So, Edwards making his way down to the ring. Edwards and Myers going to go one-on-one tonight. Eddie Edwards still 1/3 of the Ring of Honor World Six-Man Tag Team Champions. You can see him and OGK, the Original Kingdom, team up to be Honor No More this weekend. New Japan Ring of Honor G1 Supercard. At least if we haven't postponed it. God help me if we've postponed it. Ray, I know you don't watch Impact, but if we've had to postpone it, I'm going to kill you. Eddie Edwards makes his way to the ring. They defend this weekend against Time Machine, the Motor City Machine Guns, and Kushida, the IWGP Junior Heavyweight Champion. So, without any further ado, Myers versus Edwards. Here we go. They lock up. Myers grabs onto him. Northern Light suplex, taking him down. And now Myers grabbing Eddie back up to his feet. Went for a right hook. Eddie Edwards counters. Edwards now firing away on him. Kicks him in the knee. Shoves him back. Myers counters. Edwards answers back. Edwards firing with chops now. Knee strike. Taking him down. Not quite the Boston knee party. And now Eddie Edwards firing away on him repeatedly. He's got him down. Kicks him in the ribs. Eddie Edwards getting him back up to his feet now. Edwards punches him in the face. Overhand chop. And again, back fist connects. Edwards grabs onto him. Throws him off the ropes. Pops him up. Hip toss. Taking him down. Getting him back up to his feet now is Eddie Edwards. He's got Myers in trouble. Slaps him in the face. And again, Edwards now grabs onto him, sends him off the ropes, and German suplex into a cover. 1, 2, Myers kicks out. Eddie trying to make this quick tonight, making it easy tonight. He's got him down, out of the ring goes Brian Myers. Eddie pacing back and forth. Myers with a jab, firing away on him now. Brian Myers with a discus lariat into a cover. 1, 2, no! Shoulder up from Eddie Edwards. And now Brian Myers has got him. Myers. Oh, clothesline into the corner by Eddie. And now Eddie putting his boot to him. Brian Myers kicks him in the back. Myers now runs in. Whoa, went for a running elbow. Out of the way goes Eddie. And now Eddie Edwards has got a hold of him. Eddie Edwards gets him up and suplexes him. Eddie now getting Brian back up to his feet. Eddie Edwards takes him down. Look at this knee bar. Eddie Edwards pulling out a submission, but Brian Myers got his arm to the ropes. So Eddie Edwards wiping off his feet as if he's done with him. Brian Myers staggering back up to his feet. Oh, Eddie ran in. Brian got out of the way. Brian grabs him now, and Myers throws him off the ropes. Eddie, no. Myers ducked. Eddie Edwards runs in. Brian Myers with a running clothesline taking him down. Now Eddie grabs onto Myers, takes him down. Covered by Eddie for the 1, for the 2. No! Brian Myers kicks out. And now Myers getting kicked repeatedly by Eddie Edwards. Eddie got him, or went for a clothesline, didn't get him. Myers takes him down now, and Myers tying up the legs. What is Brian Myers thinking here? Myers, surfboard, stomp to Eddie Edwards. Eddie goes down now, and Myers grabs onto him, gets him up. Brian, no, Eddie with a counter. Myers counters now. Eddie counters. Now Eddie getting the open hand, slaps in, kicks him in the knee. Eddie Edwards fired away with chops, jabs him. And now Eddie Edwards hits the ropes. They collide. Myers with a forearm strike. And now Brian Myers goes towards the corner. He gets out of the ring now. What is Myers thinking? Myers running around ringside. Here he comes. Brian Myers. Oh, thought he was that guy. He is not that guy. And now Eddie Edwards pacing back and forth. Brian Myers trying to figure out what to do. Myers getting back towards the ring. Runs right in. Boston knee party from Eddie. 1, 2, 3. Just like that, the Boston knee party connects. Eddie Edwards gets the win. Eddie Edwards beats Brian Myers tonight. Another night, another victory for Eddie. Brian Myers goes down. Eddie Edwards with the win. We got more coming up on Impact. The next match of the Lethal Lottery. Kyrie and Kelly against the team of Mickey and Mandy. Coming up next. Well, folks, up next, it is time for the second first-round matchup. Excuse me. In the Lethal Lottery. I apologize. I don't know where that came from. As here comes making her Impact debut, Kyrie, saying, "I'm aware." That's all I will say. The Pirate Princess made a shock debut last Thursday at Under Siege, coming face-to-face with Mandy Rose. Now, I don't know about you guys, but I have a little bit of deja vu from this matchup. Almost like I got halfway through it, then my power went out. Kyrie Sane making her way down to the ring tonight. This is her first matchup in Impact. Like I said, she made her appearance last week, standing face-to-face with the Knockouts champion, Mandy Rose. And now tonight, she gets a chance to go one-on-one. Or not one-on-one, but to face off with Mandy Rose in some tag team action. So Kyrie Sane makes her way to the ring. And her tag team partner, one half of MK Ultra, a former Knockouts tag team champion in her own right. Here comes Killer Kelly to the ring. Killer Kelly's tag partner, Masha Slamovich, the other half of MK Ultra, is in the Lethal Lottery. She was paired up with Penelope Ford by the luck of the draw. So Killer Kelly makes her way to the ring, but now let's bring out the champions. A real powerhouse team in Lethal Lottery. Here comes Mickie James, the Ring of Honor Women's Champion, making her way to the ring. Mickie James has been Ring of Honor Women's Champion for quite some time now. She won it all the way back at Ring of Honor Best in the World a few months ago, beating Mercedes Moné to win it. I believe she is now on her 5th or so month as champion. I believe she has taken the mantle of longest reigning Ring of Honor Women's Champion. We'll also be seeing her defend G1 Supercard this weekend in 2 days against, well, It's not been announced yet, which is why G1 Supercard is in a prediction show, because the card wasn't even finalized until a few days before. So, Mickie James makes her way to the ring, and she teams up tonight with the Knockouts champ. Here comes the Toxic Rose. Here comes Mandy Rose to the ring. I fixed the belt since Under Siege last week. Mandy Rose making her way down to the ring. Ready for action is the Toxic Rose, the leader of the Beautiful People. Although you got to think there's got to be some concern there. She and Mickie James win the Lethal Lottery. They'll be going on and they'll be facing off with Mandy's own tag partners, the Beautiful People, in just a few weeks' time at our next pay-per-view. So Mandy Rose making her way down to the ring. It is not a unification, but it is champions uniting tonight, is what I meant to say there. So Kairi Sane starts it off with Mickie James, two veterans, starting off in the ring without any further ado. Here we go. Kairi grabs onto her forearm strike, knocking back Mickie. And again, Kairi knocked back now. Mickie James kicks her in the ribs. And again into a chop, kicks her in the ribs. And Mickie James grabs a hold of her. Mickie James trying to knock her back. Kairi grabs onto her and suplex connects from Kairi Sane. She's got Mickie James down. Kairi grabs her by the back of the head, and Kairi Sane pulling back on the head of Mickie. Kairi Sane taking her down. Kairi waving at her while she lays on the mat, and Kairi, whoa, Mickie took a swing. Kairi throws her into the corner now, and Kairi Sane caught with an elbow from Mickie James, and big knee strike connects from Mickie. Mickie James getting her back up to her feet now. James with a slap into a chop. Mickie James, elbow strike connects, and drop kick to Kairi Sane. Tag is made. Mandy Rose is in. We'll see just how well Mickie and Mandy can work together. I know Mickie James has said she would like to be a double champion at some point, but Killer Kelly is in the mix now. She and Mandy Rose had a match not terribly long ago on Impact. I believe that was actually who Mandy Rose had her first Impact match against. As now she grabs Killer Kelly and rolls her through. Mandy for the one. No, Killer Kelly getting the shoulders up. Mandy Rose runs in now, and Mandy slaps her in the face. There's a jab. Another slap connects. Mandy runs in. Killer Kelly with a leaping clothesline. And now Killer Kelly grabs onto her, throws Mandy into the corner, taking her down. Killer Kelly is standing tall now. Mandy Rose staggering back to her feet. Clothesline takes her down. Getting her back up to her feet now is Mandy Rose. Into a jab, follows it with a chop. There's a kick. And whoa! Killer Kelly now chopping away at her, kicks her in the ribs, pulls her in. Hangman facebuster. Down goes Mandy. Killer Kelly turning her over now. She's got the Knockouts champ into a Dragon Sleeper. Killer Kelly's got her down. Killer Kelly trying to put Mandy Rose to sleep here. Mandy Rose rolls it through, getting out of it now, and kicks her in the back. And whoa, Mandy turns her attention to Kairi and takes a cheap shot on Kairi Sane. Gets caught by Killer Kelly. Now Killer Kelly's got a hold of her, and a knee strike right off the jaw into a cover. Kelly for the one. No, Mickie makes the save. And now Mandy Rose catches Killer Kelly, small package. Mandy Rose for the one. No, Killer Kelly with the shoulders up. And now Mandy Rose firing away with kicks, knocking her back, running in now. Big leaping clothesline from Killer Kelly. Mandy Rose wants nothing to do with Kairi Sane, so she tags in Mickie James. And now Kairi Sane, Hurricane Rana to Mickie James. Into a cover now. Kairi cover on Mickie for the one. No, Mickie James got the shoulders up. And Mickie James looking at her. Kairi Sane's got a hold of Mickie. Has her by the back of the head now, taking her back towards the corner now. Kairi Sane. Head first in the turnbuckle goes Mickie James. Tag is made back to Killer Kelly. Kairi and Kelly working pretty well together tonight as they bounce her off the ropes, taking her down with a back suplex. And now Mickie James staggers back to her feet. Killer Kelly, whoa, looking to put her to sleep. Killer Kelly with a submission in on Mickie James. And Mandy Rose makes the save. Oh, Mandy takes a cheap shot with a drop kick. As now Mickie James, whoa, Mickie James catches Killer Kelly for the one. No. Killer Kelly got the shoulders up. Mickie James stalking her now, and Mickie. Whoa, caught, countered. Jab to the ribs. And Mickie for another kick, countered. Killer Kelly grabs onto her now, and Killer Kelly has her, goes for a DDT, countered. Mickie James answers back, and Nick kick connects. Cover by Mickie. It's saved by Kairi, though. And Kairi Sane caught with a bulldog from Mandy Rose. Whoa, Mickie went for another Mick kick. Out of the ring goes Kairi Sane. Now off the ropes goes Killer Kelly. Mickie James taking her down with a Fez press, firing away on her repeatedly. Mickie James has got her down now. Mickie kicking away. Killer Kelly, she's got her down. Mickie James firing away. Killer Kelly's down. Back to her feet now. And Mickie James caught with a super kick. Killer Kelly cover on the Ring of Honor champion. But no. Oh, and now Kairi Sane has got a hold of Mandy Rose. Oh! Down goes Mandy. Killer Kelly taking her down. Killer Kelly. No, Mickie James catches her again. 1, 2, no! And now Mickey's got her right where she wants her. Mickie James kicks her in the ribs. Legitimately, this is right where my power went out last time. No! Was looking for Mick DT. Killer Kelly knocking her back. And Killer Kelly grabs Mickie James up and has her up for a suplex. And look at the strength of Killer Kelly on display here. Takes her down. Goes for a tag, tries to get to Mandy. But Killer Kelly cutting her off now. Kelly has got a hold of her, taking her back towards the corner. Into the corner goes Mickie James. Tag is made to Kairi. Now Kairi Sane and Mickie James in the ring together. Double back body drop from the Pirate Princess. Mickie James rolls onto the bottom rope. Mandy Rose getting in the way of Kairi. Oh! Got her with the knee strike. And now Mandy Rose grabs Mickie James, and Mandy getting Mickie back into the ring. Referees at the count of 3. Kairi Sane is down. And Mickie almost saying, I like the way you think, to Mandy Rose. As Mandy Rose. Fall away slam. Referees at the count of 6. Mandy Rose delivers another knee to Kairi. 7. And there's nothing the referee can do about it. 8. 9. 10. And with the cheap shot from Mandy Rose, the champions advance. Mandy Rose made sure Kairi was not going to get one up on her tonight. Mandy Rose gets the laugh over Kairi Sane for embarrassing her last week. And the Ring of Honor and Knockouts champions standing tall. What a win there for these two tonight. Mickie James and Mandy Rose move on to the semifinals of Lethal Lottery. Our main event is coming up next, folks. Eric Young returns to action. Ladies and gentlemen, it's time for your main event. Here comes the machine. Brian Cage is here. Shout out to Joe Mashups for this one. You outdid yourself with this one. The machine is here. Brian Cage of the Embassy of Erin. Erin says that there's a secret weapon for the Embassy of Erin that he is working on getting. Something that could help them take on the Main Event Mafia. To get a little meta for a second, is Aaron Stevens turning face? I don't like that. Brian Cage making his way to the ring. The Machine is here, a man who has never held gold in the OS11 universe, which I know probably shocks many, given how often he's just here. So Brian Cage has made his way to the ring. The Machine has arrived. And now, making his return to Impact Wrestling. Having been gone for months. Having been gone since Sacrifice. Eric Young is back. EY has returned to the Impact Zone. He made his shocking return after being away for a few months when he showed up at Under Siege last week. He made it seem as if he was going to be joining the Main Event Mafia. Instead, he would lay out Samoa Joe with a steel chair. Eric Young has made it very clear he wants the Impact World title. And he is not going to stop until he has helped destroy the Main Event Mafia. The Main Event Mafia is made up of Impact Originals. Eric Young has been around since the early 2000s. But Eric Young says the reason that he didn't join Main Event Mafia is because he wants to see the future of Impact flourish. He doesn't want to live in the past. Would he like to be world champion? Yes. But he's not going to do that by putting down other young talent. So Eric Young and Brian Cage meeting up. Brian Cage immediately into a springboard DDT. Brian Cage grabs onto him now. He's got Eric Young by the back of the head. Eric Young getting knocked back, knocking him back with elbow strikes. Brian Cage staggering Eric Young with a right hook into a chop. Eric Young, elbow strike, knocking him away. Eric Young now grabs onto him, sends Brian Cage off the ropes, hip toss, taking him down, and drop kicks him. And now Eric Young getting him back up to his feet here. Eric Young into a kick, and again, chops Brian Cage, kicks him in the ribs. Young gets caught with a right hook now. Brian Cage with a chop, and Brian Cage, massive Uranagi slam to Eric Young. Getting him back up to his feet now. Aaron Stevens is not thrilled with what is happening here as Brian Cage rolls through into a calf crusher. A calf crusher submission is in on Eric Young. Brian Cage elbowed in the back by EY. And now Eric Young, right hook connects into a chop. Eric Young, elbow strike to Brian Cage. Eric Young grabs him now, sends him off the ropes. Eric Young ducks under him, leapfrogs him, and hip tosses him again. And now Brian Cage grabs onto him. Brian Cage throws Eric Young off the ropes. They collide. Brian Cage with a pump kick, taking him down. Eric Young staggers now. Brian Cage went for a kick. Eric Young went for a drop kick. Nobody home. Brian Cage right back into that calf crusher. Locking that submission right back in, but a rope break is going to save Eric Young on that one. Eric Young rolls back through, taking out the arm of Brian Cage. Eric Young getting him back up to his feet now. Eric Young there's where with a chop, and again knocking him back. Brian Cage catching on to him. He's got him up on his shoulders. Eric Young slides out of the fireman's carry and drops Brian Cage. Eric Young getting him back up to his feet now. Brian Cage in trouble. Eric Young went for a kick. Brian Cage took out the legs. Now Brian Cage turns him around. Discus clothesline. Into a cover. Brian Cage, 1, 2. Kick out from Eric Young. Eric Young catching him now into a cover on Brian. For the 1. No. Eric Young runs in. Brian Cage got a hold of him. Brian Cage. Oh, no. Drill claw to Eric Young. Good night, EY. 1, 2. No. Eric Young follows through with a super kick. And now Eric Young knocking him back. There's a kick into a jab. Eric Young shoves back Brian Cage, turns him around, grabs onto him. Eric Young, back body drop to Brian Cage. Into a cover now. He's got him down for the 1, for the 2. Kick out from Brian. Brian Cage staying in it. Eric Young's got him down with a kick. Here comes Brian Cage. He went for a kick. Eric Young tried to grab him. Brian Cage, counter for counter here between EY and Brian Cage. The Machine and the Madman going at it. Brian Cage gets him back up on his shoulders, possibly going to look for F5. Eric Young counters. Looking it back now, and Eric Young grabs onto Brian Cage. Eric Young, pile driver to the Machine. Into a cover now, Eric Young for the 1, 2. Brian Cage with the shoulders up. And Eric Young can hardly believe it as Brian Cage rolls under the bottom rope. Eric Young telling him to get back up to his feet. Eric Young. What's he thinking here? Eric Young. He's going up to the top rope, and Eric Young Diving neckbreaker to Brian Cage. Grabs onto him now. Eric Young throws Cage into the announce table. Getting him back up to his feet. Brian Cage now picked up by Eric Young, who throws him back into the ring. Hang on a minute, there's Samoa Joe. Look out! Eric Young just got cracked over the back with a guitar from Double J. Jeff Jarrett and Samoa Joe beating the hell out of Eric Young. This match gonna get thrown out as Joe. And now Samoa Joe in the ring, beating the hell out of Brian Cage as well. Joe seems to have shaved his beard. He looks 20 years younger. The Impact World Champion, two-fifths of the main event Mafia right now, just beating the hell out of the two men that were supposed to be having our main event. As Samoa Joe with Brian Cage in the corner. Oh God, Samoa Joe. Muscle Buster. Get out here. I'm not gonna say it. You don't deserve that from me. Oh my God, there's beer money, and they got Joe Hendry. That's who Samoa Joe was talking about. Remember, Joe Hendry said that when Samoa Joe told him, pick your enemies wisely, he said, I did, and I've picked you. 8-second ride on the steel entrance ramp. James Storm. Last call to Hendry. And now Bobby Roode grabs onto him by the back of the head. Oh, no, guys. No, don't do this. Bobby Roode with Joe Hendry. Oh, my God. That's about a 7-foot drop onto concrete. Roode. Glorious DDT. Hendry's skull connects with the floor. The main event Mafia just took out who many people consider their biggest threat. Who can stop them? Does Impact have any aces left up their sleeve?